Hello, I'm Tactical Pascal. Welcome to the channel. This video is on GCI and how to get it right in DCS World. I've created this video because there's a number of tutorials online about GCI, and I'll be honest, some of them miss the mark somewhat, or they contain information that is over the top that we don't need in DCS. Once again, I'll caveat that all the information contained in this video is available open source online. I can speak about the subject with great authority because I'm a retired fighter controller. I still teach the subject as a civilian and I've been instructing for over 16 years. Fighter controllers are there to provide effective targeting for fighters. We don't just sit there and monitor, we actively send the fighters towards the target to make sure we get the right aircraft with the right weapon to the right place at the right time to either save lives or take lives. We help put warheads on foreheads. If your plane is GCI and DCS, you need the correct diction, rhythm, intensity, pitch and speed, so drips. I watched a video the other day and a guy was saying you need to speak really fast, get all the information out. No, you don't. That's going to result in confusion and people using the words, say again. You need to speak clearly and in a concise manner. Now, my experience in DCS flying online is everyone gets airborne with their AMRAAMs or their AIM 9s, AIM 7s, and they'll fly about waiting for the E3 to tell them where enemy are in relation to them, or they'll have the little intel overlay. And from there, you'll have about 5 or 10 aircraft all vectoring for the same target. That results in one person getting the kill, and 4 other people getting shot down because there's mass confusion because there's missiles flying everywhere. This is where you step in as the GCI. If people check in online to have a human E3, be one, vector them towards targets, vector them to help guys who are ground pounding. So if you've got an A10 flying around, you're going to send an aircraft to cap overhead to make sure he doesn't get shot down. You're then going to send someone to replace him when he either runs out of fuel or runs out of weapons, supporting the guy that's flying the A10. You can establish combat air patrols with real life players, and those players might be online to fly, airquake and shoot everything, but you will find the ones that will go where you want them to go, and they will hold on cap at certain heights to make sure you've got the airspace covered. Now, when you pass these orders to players, you need to be clear and concise with who you're talking to and what you want them to do. Let's say there's 30 players online and you've got 5 or 6 on channel with you. You still need to be clear and concise. Use code words when you can, but if people aren't understanding them or you don't know them, use plain English, but make sure it makes sense. There's a number of ways you can give picture on DCS World. One of them is bullseye. That's information from the same geographic point, and that updates multiple fighters with the location of multiple targets. So for example, if these are the targets down here, you read your range and bearing from that position. So you would say Magic, single group, bullseye 19310, 30,000, hostile, 2 contacts, line abreast 1. Now you're saying from that point down there are 2 contacts at 30,000 and they're side by side by about 1 mile. Now that's good if you understand bullseye. If you don't, you use BRA. So you would click on this aircraft, his call sign is Enfield 11, and then you transmit on the radio, Enfield, BRA, 150, 15, 30,000, hostile, 2 contacts. That's it. So you're saying from him, so Enfield, Magic, is saying, hello you, it's me. Hello Enfield, it's me, Magic. Enfield, Magic, BRA, 150, 15, 30,000, hostile, 2 contacts. The height of bogies, bandits and hostile is passed in thousands of feet. Friendly height is angels. The code word angels means friendly height in thousands of feet. So if you hear anyone passing angels on a radio transmission, they should be talking about a friendly. Enemy height is in thousands of feet every time. To be an effective controller, you need to be able to prioritize your fighters. That involves having a good scan around your entire radar screen to see what's next, what's the biggest problem for your fighters, and how can you solve that problem. Make sure you record everyone's weapons and fuel when they check in, and then after they've engaged something, Ask again, what's the weapons, what's the fuel? Start thinking about how long have they got left on channel and how many more things can you use them for before you need to get someone else up to replace them. You're not just going to get asked about targets, you're going to get asked about vectors to the tanker, you're going to get asked about vectors to home plate. If you've got the time, write down all the tanker frequencies. Be aware what aircraft can go to what tanker. That involves a bit of knowledge from you as to what an F-18 can tank from, what an F-15 can tank from, what an A-10 and a higher, etc. Get the knowledge and you can help direct them to get them back in the fight quicker. You will make mistakes, it's going to happen, but as long as you don't make too many mistakes and just clutter up the radio with nonsense, remember, plain English, something as simple as Enfield check 6 is going to help save a fighter one day. If someone complains about the job you're doing, try and ignore it really, because remember, you're there providing a service on that server that no one else is. They're flying the jet, they're being Johnny Pilot, you're the guy that's helping get them all those kills and making sure they have a great time. Why don't you have a great time as well? Relax and enjoy it. And also, be safe in the knowledge that because of you, less friendlies are going to die because you're not sending everyone to the same knife fight in a phone box. So that's it, GCI getting it right. It's really just a few hints and tips from my experience. You're not going to learn everything in a short YouTube video that takes months to learn and years to practice and be effective at. What hopefully this video has done is given you the tools to be a bit more confident if you want to fly GCI, or a bit more confidence even just speaking to GCI. And on that note, I'm going to leave the video there. I'd like once again to thank absolutely everybody who has liked and subscribed to the channel. If this is your first video, please click that like button and even the subscribe if you really enjoyed it. It'd be greatly appreciated. If there are any questions, ask in the comments below. I'll include a link to the Discord if you want to contact myself or any of the guys directly. It would be great fun to fly with you or even just chat about it. Thanks once again for spending your time watching this video. Tactical Pascal out.